Andy Kellaway, welcome to Golf Australia Magazine's 19 Holes with Treatment. You're our latest subject.
Very good. So my lovely grandmother used to take my twin brother and I to the driving range at Terry Hills, which didn't last long. She then refused to take us together. It was too competitive. So we used to only go one at a time, but it started there. So when Mum and Dad were at work and Grandma would look after us, we'd go up and hit golf balls at the driving range. Very poorly. Yeah, well, look, I think the thing I like most about playing golf now that I play sport for a living is that it's, well, two things. Firstly, it's 4 hours, give or take, with generally your mates, no phone, talking, socialising, and having generally a good time, depending on the weather or how you're hitting it. And probably second to that, it's an opportunity to be competitive without flogging your body. And I think, obviously in our line of work, recovery and feeling goods, you know, it's a premium. So the ability to get out and do something that's active, competitive, fun, without having the soreness and the flow-on effect of that sort of stuff is pretty special. Yeah, so we've been up to St Andrews twice. We've been to, where do we play in Dublin? Royal Dublin out there on the coast. Spain, Royal Wellington. Yeah, we've been very lucky. Lots of great golf courses. A handicap 13, well, 14, let's round up. I think it's 14, right. So officially 14, unofficially, as we were talking about off the camera, probably closer to 20, but best ever round would have been my playing to my handicap, actually, playing to 13. That being said, I was, again, saying off camera, I was on for an all-time round the other week. It was 3 over through 12, and then had to pick up my son from daycare, so we'll asterisk that one.
I hope you let him know about it.
Oh yeah, all 18 months of him. Gee whiz, so it used to be Carter Gordon before he joined the dark side. He was scratch. Well, between scratch and one, I reckon. Yeah, he's a serious golfer. At the moment, that's a good question. I'm actually not sure. The groups fluctuate, the groups change a lot. We used to have a big group golf cohort, and it's sort of thinned out a little bit. Jake Gordon and Matt Phillip both hit a nice golf ball. Harry Wilson hits the ball a long way, he's a big man. I'm not sure, I might be the best. I might take that. Self-titled, yeah, I'll take the name, self-proclaimed. Biggest burglar. Jake Gordon at the moment is, pretends he doesn't have a handicap, lives on a golf course in Rose Bay, can hit a ball, obviously a coordinated bloke, but pretends to be off 25. But I think consistently the biggest burglar would be Reece Hodge, our Manly local, very good golfer. And for some reason his handicap never ever got below sort of 12 or 11, but he was much better than that.
Great Andy Kellaway, we're on the short par 4 9th at Manly Golf Club. It's 237 metres to the pin. We'll just have a quick scan. It's within Kellaway's range, if what we've seen of him so far. He says he's 13 marker, but he can hit it pretty good.
It's in the range, I'm not sure it's in the view. See how we're going.
What are you planning here? Talk us through it.
Right, we're going to start at left and see if we can cut it back onto the front of the green and roll it into the hole.
Roll it on, all right, let's see. Be a bloody turn up. I know bloke got an albatross here.
That would be great.
There's been 2 in the club's history.
On camera too.
Yeah. Let's see. Swing. Nice easy swing, but he's pulled a left. He'd be out in the middle of the fairway with
Zero cut.
what might be 7-iron in.
Zero cut, plenty of pull.
Yeah, massively. I think that's the, I talked about the ability to be competitive without the body soreness. Golf provides that. It provides the growth and the hunger to get better at something, particularly a sport as difficult as golf, right? Like it is as hard as it gets as far as I'm concerned. So I certainly do have the bug. My 2 young children are a minor obstacle, but so working our way around that at the moment. Driver needs to improve big time. And probably consistency, I reckon the same as most average golfers, just the consistency. It is very much rocks or diamonds. But I think I find if I'm off the tee and I'm okay and I'm in play, generally I'm okay. But once I'm wayward with the driver, life's pretty tough.
Do you have a shot shape? Are you a slicer or a hooker or a bit of everything?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. And yeah, it depends on the day, depends on the wind. Look, lots of bunkers, lots of sand. I think my impression of the course initially was that it's extremely well designed. I think, as you would expect at a course like that. Lots of really tricky holes that don't appear to be as tricky, short par fours, but bunkers placed perfectly and really test what I would consider to be real golf, making decisions about clubs and where you've got to hit the ball as opposed to hitting the ball as far as you can. So certainly challenged the ego in me, not to try and drive the green and that sort of stuff. But yeah, no, it's been great. I think, you talk about goals and highlights of sport. I think any time you're selected for the national team, whatever the sport, I have to imagine it would be the pinnacle of that sport, and it's certainly my experience. Being able to become a Wallaby is probably the top of the pops there. But then every time you get to get picked again, it's like you become a Wallaby again, because when you're not picked, you're a former Wallaby. So every time you're picked, it feels like the first time a little bit. So it's really exciting.